Good morning. I am not very hungry, so I'm going to have some coffee. I'm going to do a large cup of coffee. So these are Nespresso pods. This is the flavor that it is. Do that. I think I'm going to do some sweet cream, super creamer. I need to start some laundry, and then I will pop in and say hello here in a little bit. Macros will be down below. This is how I'm going to start my day. Not sure when or if I'm gonna have breakfast. I might just make a smoothie here in a little bit. So officially good morning. I have about 5 minutes before I have to start work, so I thought I would go on here and chit chat with you real quick. So one thing I'm doing this morning is I'm trying to find some budget friendly meals, because as you guys who've been following me for a long time know that the summertime, my husband's job is very up and down because of the weather. And you would think, being a truck driver, that this would be the best time of year. No, not usually, because if it's too warm, the humidity is too bad, or if there's fires, they can't be in the woods. I mean, it's so up and down. And lately he's been getting sometimes he's been having a few like 6-hour days. And so I just want to kind of get ahead of the budget. Like, I want to have some money put aside just in case anything else happens. And then of course winter's coming, which, you know, it's like we have some like couple good times a year when the weather doesn't affect his job. So I just want to kind of get ahead. So I'm really going to start looking at my budget as far as meals. I probably spend the majority of my money, of my budget, on groceries. And it's just mainly because you guys know I want to go find like those really fun keto finds. And I see, you know, and meat can be expensive. So that's why I've been stocking up at Costco. I have a ton of chicken. So I have a lot of chicken thighs and I have some chicken tenders still. Ground beef is the only thing we go through like quickly because my husband can't eat chicken, and so we have ground beef at at least one of us, either me or him or the rest of the family, have ground beef at every single meal. And so we go through a lot of ground beef. So the ground beef that you guys see me get at Costco, it does not last like very long. So I'm looking kind of at my pantry, and I need to use some stuff up. And so one of the things I did was I looked to see what I had, and so I'm kind of going through. So I just want to kind of give you guys some ideas here. I found 4 meals that I think I'm definitely going to do next week. But this is what I've been doing. I've been doing this morning. So today I have errands to run at lunchtime, so I can't do it at lunch. But then after work tonight, when I'm sitting down relaxing, I think I'm gonna kind of cruise Pinterest for some really keto budget friendly meals, and I will share those with you guys for sure, because I know everybody is like on a budget these days. One of them, so one thing I have never made since I've been on keto is like the cheese, like taco shells. And I never thought I would like them, but I'm kind of curious about them. I am very curious about them. So there's this chicken fajita recipe, which I have made chicken fajitas like always. Like, I love chicken fajitas. It's one of my favorite meals, and I've been making them for years and years and years. But this is a different type of like even sauce and stuff, so I'm curious about it. But it uses the cheese taco shells, and that would be super budget friendly because you just have to buy cheese. I already have the chicken. I think I had everything that the sauce requires, so it's just buying the bell peppers and that kind of thing. So I think I'll definitely be doing that. Also, there's a keto shepherd's pie, which I've made shepherd's pie before, but honestly, the only reason why I don't do it a whole lot is because making the cauliflower mash takes some time, and I don't always want to have to take that time, because after work, you know, I'm tired. I like to do quick and easy meals. But I have some high-key cauliflower mash that I picked up a long time ago, and it's still in my pantry. And so I thought that would be perfect. I can use that up and make a keto shepherd's pie. So that's another one. That's super budget friendly, super budget, because it's just like ground beef, and you use like a broth, and you can put vegetables in there, but it's so budget friendly. And then I already have that cauliflower mash. Another thing, which sounds so simple, but I have a feeling it's gonna be really good, but it's like a keto hamburger gratin, I don't know how you say that. But with Brussels sprouts and hamburger. And you kind of make the Brussels sprouts first, and then you add some cheese, and then you cook the ground beef, and then you just put it all together. And I thought, that's definitely really budget friendly and really good sounding. And then another one is a keto Asian cabbage stir fry. So, but this is super simple and it doesn't have soy sauce, which is a plus because soy sauce is something that kind of like I have a love-hate relationship with. I mean, I'm not the hugest fan of the taste of it. So I use coconut aminos, which can be kind of high in carbs, but it also kind of, my body reacts to it kind of in a negative way. And so, but this does not have it in there. And I always kind of steer clear of stir fries because I always just, first thing in my mind is soy sauce. But this just has sesame oil, which I absolutely love, and white wine vinegar. And then you use like a mayonnaise, a wasabi paste, which I'll have to pick that up because I love wasabi. And that's it. I mean, there's just, of course, the vegetables and stuff. But yeah, so I thought that sounded good. So I already almost have my meal plan for next week, which is exciting, but I still want to keep going. I want to keep going. I mean, another thing which would be super simple for lunch is a chicken Cobb salad, because I already have, usually almost always have the things, the chicken, the lettuce, the eggs, some cherry tomatoes, some avocado. I already have all of that. I found this recipe for Parmesan chicken strips. And it just uses chicken and Parmesan cheese and then seasonings, and I'm not really sure what you do with it. Anyway, you just bake it in the oven, I think. So I thought that would be super simple for a lunch or something. Yeah, so I am just, out there on the hunt for some keto budget-friendly meals. So let me know if you have any. My morning got away from me. And if you can't hear me very well, I'm sorry. My son has my microphone because he needed it for something. But my morning got away from me and I was super hungry, but I could not get away from my desk. So I grabbed a granola bar. I grabbed this, and I just did a review on this in my snack review video, which will be up at the end of the month. And these are the Ratio Keto bars. This one's in lemon almond. And then I also have I tried both of them, the toasted almond. These are super, super good, by the way. They taste so much like the Nature Valley granola bars. They really do. They're really good. And when I used to, so I'm gonna eat the lemon one, 2 net carbs. When I used to eat the Nature Valley ones, I would dip them in yogurt instead of like crumbling them. So 3 net carbs, 2 net carbs. That is going to be my breakfast / snack. It's 10:53. I'll have lunch at 12, but I have some errands to run, so my lunch will probably be later as normal. I think I'm gonna do the carnitas today. I bought those pork carnitas at Walmart last week. And I may make some cheese taco shells. After talking about the cheese taco shells, now I kind of want to make some. So I may make some cheese taco shells to go with that and then probably have a salad on the side, but you will see that whenever I do have something. Okay, sorry I could not show you how I made my lunch and how I made those like cheese tortillas. My son had to use my phone I don't know if you guys remember, I told you that there was a stabbing at his work back in June, I think. And they did the grand jury today and he had to testify for that. And they told him like 10:30 this morning. They just now called him like at 2 o'clock. So he's been like waiting all day, but his phone, they were FaceTiming him, but his like microphone on his phone is not working. So he had to use mine. Anyway, so I did take a little snippet of my lunch after it was done and a picture. And I cannot say I like the cheese tortillas very well, or tortillas. I think I'm gonna stick to regular tortillas. So I think I talked earlier about, oh, well, first, by the way, my lunch. I'll put a little snip up here. It was the carnitas, pork neck carnitas. I can't remember the name of the brand, but I'll show a picture of it here. I got it at Walmart in like the deli section. It is out of this world. Like, it is so good. It's very reminiscent of the smoked pulled pork from Costco, but not such a big container of it, because I'm really me and maybe my son is really the only ones that like that pulled pork from Costco. I love it. I absolutely love it. My husband's just not like a huge fan of it. So it's so much that this nice little package is definitely like just perfect size. And so I had that with one of the cheese tortillas. So literally what I did was just took a little tiny pan I had, put some cheese on there, and actually turned out pretty good. I mean, and what I ended up doing, the only thing I had to like make it a shape of like a taco, I had my my olive oil bottle is almost gone, so I just laid it down and just draped that over it and let it stiffen up. And it turned out really good, but I just didn't really like it. Like, that's almost too much cheese for me, I think. I don't mind it if it's like crispy cheese like that, if it's like on a wrap or with, you know, eggs or something, but it just, I don't know, it just wasn't like a huge fan of that. But I also had cilantro, sour cream, and the pork, and I just had one of those, and that was so filling. But that stuff is so good. Oh my goodness, it's so good. So that's all I had. I showed you, I had the yogurt, and oh, I did have one other thing. I had one of these when I didn't have my phone either. So one of the Slim Fast Keto Fat Bombs. So I had one of these. I'll try to remember to put the macros up here. If I forget, I apologize. And then I am now drinking a Diet Dr. Pepper. And that's it. I'm also drinking my water. I have a new hire training here in 30 minutes. I just want to pop on and let you guys know what I have had for food. I did also during lunch, I prepped my dinner. So I'm doing the Thai chicken salad for dinner tonight. So I got all the veggies prepped. I did all that during lunchtime. I will be recording that recipe for you also. So I gotta go.